let's do this. I am level 39 on my warrior. I think I'm just going to take warrior and white mage straight through the end. I will want to run a leveling roulette at some point, I think, on whichever one falls behind. So I'll probably jump back and forth, and I'll save the leveling roulette for when I need it. Kind of use it as kind of a little stim pack. Obviously, the later I use it, the more effective it is. So, and the more likely that it drops a higher dungeon. So I'll probably save it for later in the day. Kind of pop that only when needed. And see if I can keep up. So I am on 39 quest line. I am 39. Yesterday, you guys kind of told me that if I jump between these two, I will eventually fall short. From here to 50, it's not going to be as just overwhelmingly generous. And I assume a lot of that is because there's still a fair bit of experience tied to like the optional dungeons and all the other side content that's beginning to open up. The early game, the MSQ, is just a huge portion of what you have to do. But at this point, like, I could stop and I could go get involved in fates. I could do all these side quests. I could go do all the different plus sign content of like a bunch of different kinds. So maybe it's, you know, maybe they didn't feel the need to kind of keep MSQ dialed up to just that insanity if you want to level more than one job. Obviously, like, it's pretty crazy that I'm on the 39 MSQ. All I've done is MSQ and class quests, the occasional fate, the occasional leveling roulette, and I almost have 5 classes, not even jobs, 5 classes on par. Which would be 6 because I've got, if I had Arcanist up. So, the end of 2 had some infinite, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So in the 2.x stuff, what'll happen is I'll blend kind of, we'll push through some patch content and we'll level some more. Before I go into Heavensward, what's going to happen is I want a whole bunch of classes staged where they've cleared all their 50 content. If they push beyond 50 doing it, that's fine. But I want a whole bunch of classes that have done all of their class quests to 50 and stop. I want to go clear all the plus sign dungeons. Yeah. And I want to do the Beast Tribes, the ARR Beast Tribes. I think those would be really fun. Alright. So, where were we? What we've done as of last time is we had gone through Camp Dragonhead. There's been some accusations, some political intrigue, and at this point, it has been debated whether or not we should be allowed into Stone Vigil, which they are trying to take back. But I've got my 2 fancy letters of recommendation, which I guess I already gave away. I don't know. To get in. And so, we are slowly ramping towards being accepted within some more of the high houses up here. Alright. Oh. You were jumping between jobs and fell short. Yeah, I think today we're going to just focus on Warrior and White Mage. And I'll just try to keep those 2. That way I always have healer tank. That way when I go to queue, I always have the 2 jobs in need. So, I'll do that for now. I'd like to loop back and grab these. So, basically I'm going to stay on Warrior because it's in the lead. If it's ever 2 levels ahead, then I'll switch to White Mage. And we'll just keep Warrior the current level plus 2. And then hopefully White Mage can keep up as well. As a Warrior main, I'm very comfortable on Warrior, and Warrior in open world content feels brokenly good. Obviously when Chris is around just smacking things for me, it all just dies. But like, if he's ever not around, Warrior feels outrageously powerful in open world content. I just feel invincible. which is good. It may not be the fastest way to kill things, but I don't feel I'm gonna die, which lets me kind of focus on my surroundings. Alright. Here we go. Time to talk to some hostile. You the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs? My word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still want to change Lord Drillamont's mind? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it is that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meat, 'tis true, but be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've mind to lend a hand, then why not await lurking mud puppy in the Danafin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Why are we only eating the tail? I understand why we're using the tail meat. If I'm slaying the whole animal, I don't know why I'm not bringing back the whole animal. Alright. That feels weird. Feels like we should... I don't know. It's like shark fin, but we release those sharks back, and then they just don't do well, right? I'm not releasing these back. I think I'm killing them all the way. And shark fin's a delicacy. He's saying this is not a good cut of meat. So, like, it's not even like... I'm not releasing the animal back, even if it's doomed to die either way. And B, he's saying this is awful. Oh, I don't know. They die. They do die. But, like, I'm not releasing them back and letting nature claim them. I'm gonna finish this thing off right here. Right here, right now. Alright, mud puppy. Look at the size of this thing. You're telling me there's no other redeeming anything? Chill on the volume, guys. The battle music's so loud. Hey. Okay, that died. Oh. That's because Chris is here. Yeah, it feels like I could get, like, a whole lot of meat. Like, you're telling me none of that's good? It's disappointing, man. Not yet. Alright. So, no upgraded loot. It's nice to have the motorcycle. It's not that much faster. It is just enough faster. It's not like brokenly fast. In we go. I don't know that there's really... I think it's one dungeon and one trial today. So I think if I just push MSQ today, I need to get through the... I think it's like the 46 quest. So I'm on 39. So I need to do like 7 levels. That puts me... do I see Garuda today? I think I see Garuda today. So I think I see Garuda today, and then that leaves tomorrow to basically be focused on Praetorium, Castrum, the like 3 to 4 hours of 44 was the last quest. Oh, that's gonna be that doesn't seem okay. Yeah, I think Garuda's on the docket today. All right. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Here you go. Oh dear, remind me never to wander near Mud Puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3, distribute them to the hungry knights here, up and above. Well, that's why they're not used to good meat. You can't cook meat that fast. Even if you sear it, you then bake it. What are you doing, dude?
You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it should be my pleasure to oblige you. Oh, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty.
Oh, Lordnish, thank you so much for 15 months. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Halone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Is the other one upstairs? Is this the dunces? No. Oh.
Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet we are never to receive proper sustenance. You are godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that house duty there must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard.
Alright. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary, so rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Kanota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients, she's neglected to attend her own. Alright. We're making progress. We've been running fool's errands for a while now. She's probably upstairs. No? Not with the patients? Yes, with the patients. I thought so. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Oh, here. Well, you have dirty hands. Here's just a steak. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it couldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Okay, that's 40. Ding, 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 ding. I don't think I have any loot at this point because I haven't been running anything above this. So I keep checking for loot, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh! Sid, you ready to go find a ship? I feel like we've been close to finding your ship for a while. No? Okay.
Might I have a word with you, Meteor? It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs. You see, so I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work.
Alright. Good morning, everybody. I decided to cut the class quest stuff from this morning and just charge straight into MSQ. Let me start more on time, so for those of you just trickling in that missed the end of yesterday's stream, we have made it into Querthos. We have met Harshafant, we've met Lord Frankel, and we are proving ourselves. Sid seems to be coming into his own right. We've had some sassiness from Alphino. And as it sits, the last we saw the Scions, everybody in the Waking Sands had been absolutely destroyed. Alright. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is going to be better for open world stuff than White Mage. It's nice to do the dungeons as the White Mage, though, so I'd like to keep it up. Lets me kind of stay back and focus a little more on what's around me. As a tank, I'm like, you're kind of focused on the monsters and not your surroundings as much. I do have a little bit of rested experience. The last couple days that's been falling off pretty quick because the first thing I do is class quest, so it falls off by like level 3. So maybe it's best that I didn't do a class quest today, because that's what's going to let me hopefully have like a little bit of rested experience. Lasting a surprisingly long time. Okay. Oh, I could do the kills as a warrior and changing the jobs for turn-in. You're right. The only time you can't do that is if the quest sinks. I forget about that. Yeah, I look forward to having my Scholar and stuff, too. White Mage is just... It comes out of Conjurer as opposed to Arcanist turns into Scholar and Summoner, so it creates a little more groundwork. So I'm at 40. The quests, are they still at 39? They are still at 39. So as soon as I get, like, close to or at 41, I'll know I'm, like, way ahead. And I can go start dumping those on White Mage. I like our ridiculous armor, though. Alright.
Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me.
Done. No. What did I press? What an amazing device. Is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before.
I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it.
Nevertheless, if it's as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save.
Even so, I wonder...
Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic.
They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Frankel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn.
Alright. we go. Still sit, huh? Look at this face. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Huh?
Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guilliman that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Querthos. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the Square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there.
Okay. You said he's in the square? No. What's this guy doing?
Inquisitor Guilliman? Yes, of course, I know him. Everybody says his name differently. Alas, I've not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, and I've lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guilliman rescued me. Carrying my unconscious body to the gates, I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness.
Let's see. Where... Is it more down here? Let's be outside. I'm all the way zoomed in there. Yeah, let's be outside. Alright. Or downstairs. Could be downstairs. Forgot there was a storeroom. Ah, yes. We spoke to you earlier.
Inquisitor Guilliman, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever. Aye, we've learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I'll not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you!
Oh. I see our reputation precedes us. Here we go.
Under Inquisitor Guilliman's watchful gaze, precedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep. So great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a godly, righteous man to protect us.
All right.
The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and utmost respect.
Straight to the point, I see. You can see why, as a story skipper, I didn't really enjoy ARR's MSQ, because this is incredibly fetchy. Like, the idea that they're all standing still while I just run over town, like, all over. Like, it feels so unnatural, as opposed to people, like, moving around, and maybe we're at, like, one big dinner party or something like that. It feels very bizarre. Alright.
In case you've yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Interpars far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Meteor. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Goemon's motivation.
Guy's ridiculous. Alright.
Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads somewhere to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whiteburn Front, I've seen no travelers by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolot was not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery.
So you're gonna do that, or I'm gonna do that? Seems like I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna stay here. Okay. Cool. Seems like we could do that together. No? Just a thought. Alright. Oh. My health recover a little bit. Here we go. What is this? A fallen dragon? The air begins to crackle with ethereal energies. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3. Alright, go time now. Okay. Digging in the snow. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that really him? What? This seems suspicious that, you know, we're trying to respect a guy that he's actually dead. Just saying. What's the deal here, man? We are quickly getting to the point where I don't know MSQ, so I like rapidly cleared through 2.0 post Shadowbringers and was like, yeah, okay. I liked it better. I really liked the beginning when you're like meeting all the Scions for the first time and you're talking to Hydaelyn. Like every other moment you're just passing out and you're like, Hydaelyn, what's up? But as you start to get into this stuff, it was like, oh, okay. I think Endwalker makes me like it a lot more because in Endwalker, like the Grand Companies came back, like all, you know, we got to see, they said like if you completed side content, that increased the number of people you got to see in Endwalker. Well, I completed all side content, I just skipped the story part. So like there was all these faces and they were like, it's me! And I'm like, hey, you? What's going on, you? And so it's really fun because like I've already... I have already had met these people in the future of the past. And, yeah. What is going on? Alright. Inquisitor complains a lot, is actually a dead man.
You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Here we go. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guiman. Newly come to Querthos and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. Even if it were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a palpable appointment? Still, this incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Meteor, before he learns his deception has been discovered.